There you go. Third time. How are we doing today, guys?
What's going on, fellas?
All right.
It's been great.
So I think we're finally getting the hang of this thing. I think we're gonna work out all the kinks, all the bugs, but we're here. We're rocking and rolling. Eric, Jason, Chris. My name is DJFM. You guys are listening to the C3 Experience. Tonight we're tackling a really freaking cool subject. Chris, tell 'em, what do we got?
Going movies, baby. Movies from the 90s. Any movie, comedies, horrors, whatever. But first off, I got to say, hey, welcome back from Egypt land, Jason.
Hell yeah.
I'm here.
We're not going to have so much land.
Thank the good Lord in heaven. I'm here
Right,
to talk
right.
with you guys.
BFE ain't no place to be.
That's
right,
right. Here we go. There you go. Welcome back, Jason. Ah, good to see you.
It's good to see me, I know, but I appreciate it.
And cut. See, we got the laugh tracks happening, man. We're good. We're good. So I've got to learn
It's
something, man. You got to
overpowering.
put the volume down to like midway because if not, it blows the speakers out. Yeah. Just four guys farting around with drum pads and microphones.
That's
Why not?
right.
So 90s movies, though, huh?
Yeah, man.
90s movie. Who wants to get started? Well, let's start with the everybody's all-time favorite, all-time
the count
favorite
of three?
movie from the 90s.
Sure,
Count it
go.
off. Count it off, Mark.
Good Will Hunting.
Shawshank Redemption.
3,
Shawshank
2,
Redemption.
1.
I'll give it. I'm sorry,
It's not
man.
even my top 10, man.
What?
No, wait. I love that movie. Every time that it's on TV, I could watch it, but it's not my top 10. It's not even my top 23.
How are you related to these guys?
Yeah, I don't know. Man, that's the movie that if I'm just chilling on a Saturday or Sunday and I'm flipping through channels on cable and that movie comes on, doesn't matter where it's at, I'm stopping and I'm watching it until the end.
Absolutely.
I feel that one. It's that one and Forrest Gump. It doesn't even matter what part of Forrest Gump is on. I'm watching it. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I really love Shawshank, but I don't understand why it's not in my top 10. But it's not.
That's
I've
okay.
got other ones here, but yeah,
We ain't gonna hate on you at all. What about you, Eric?
Man, so like Shawshank's my number one all time. So like it's got to be
what
my
I'm
number
talking about?
one 90s movie, you know, like so. Good Will Hunting's in my top 10. Like I have a list of 10. They're not in any particular order, but I did but it came out to prepare for
nice.
tonight's episode. I did
Very
watch
nice.
Great Outdoors earlier.
Oh, wow. Was it 88?
In 88, so that's got to be crossed off the list.
No, that's
I mean,
close enough.
So
I
are we
didn't
gonna
realize
cross out Back to the
It was
Future? and stuff?
88.
We grew
that
up
it
with
came
that.
out. So-
Well,
That is
see,
the
part
part.
3 was
I
90s.
think we can cheat a little bit and go back a few years into the 80s.
for sure.
I mean, yeah.
But you know,
79.
one thing I want to say about Shawshank, you know, I grew up watching that movie probably 100 times. Yeah, in my adult life, I got into plumbing as a career. Plumbing almost ruined me watching the Shawshank
Right.
because when Andy was crawling through the sewer, I was
5
like, at
miles
the end
of
of it, he
shit
just
thinking I can't imagine.
exactly. Well, that wouldn't have been a dookie sewer if he was crawling through that, and it just ended up in a lake somewhere. That would have been like storm or rain, you know, like a rain sewer.
Exactly.
A
so it
dookie
was
sewer would not be
inaccurate.
dumping into.
Yeah,
A
inaccurate.
river. Yeah, very much so.
So I was like, man, that it didn't ruin it for me, but I had to call BS on that one a little bit. I was like, come on, y'all, yeah.
Well, maybe it would have back in the 50s.
Unless
How
it was
gross
in
is that, though?
Leachfield, but more than likely it wasn't.
What is
Yeah,
it?
I got you.
Ew.
And especially,
Ew.
I mean, I know a jail or prison has tons of toilets in them, but knowing the pipe sizing on these things, it would not have needed that big of a pipe that somebody can crawl through. You know, it may have been like a 10-inch or a 12-inch pipe, not, you know, a 36-inch round pipe for,
Right.
you know,
But
for
still, they
dookie
made
water.
They made that scene so. I don't know about you guys. I'm claustrophobic as crap, dude. Like, so they made that scene absolutely like brutal for people like me.
Oh, the drama.
Exactly,
the drama, for
right?
sure.
Like my heart palpitated. Like when I was like I couldn't breathe.
Almost terrifying.
Find him.
Yeah.
Not today.
He's
Not
up and left
tomorrow.
like a fart in the wind.
Now.
No.
What about you, Fuzzy Britches? Up and vanished like a fart in the wind, man. See, I still use that line to this day.
Right.
So good.
I suck at the one-liners, but yeah, the one-liners definitely come from Forrest Gump. I mean, that's all the ones that I know. Definitely from. I mean, I've probably seen that movie. I don't know. It's in my top 10. I've seen that movie probably more than any other movie. At least clips of it. You know.
Can you name
Lieutenant
all the
Dan, ice cream.
I gotta get some ice cream. Can you name all the types of shrimp that you can cook?
No,
Come on.
Shrimp scampi, shrimp barbecue,
shrimp
kebab, shrimp
Asian
burger.
shrimp kebab.
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it.
Why did that make Forrest Gump?
took
Why
him
did that
2
make Forrest
days.
Gump sound like George Bush Senior? I think that's about it. That wasn't George
Honestly,
Senior.
they take me anywhere.
That was my
It was my
magic
magic
shoes.
shoes. So good, so good. Yeah, definitely in my top 10. That might be a top 5 for me, and I'm sure it's pretty similar for anybody from the '90s watching this. At least in the top 10. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
It
didn't make my top 10.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
like I'm just gonna go through my
One of
my
them
big
Boohoo
10
ones,
real
too.
quick. Big Lebowski,
oh yeah,
Fargo, Tommy, and then
that's the
Shawshank
problem,
Redemption, Great Outdoors, Silence of the Lambs, Boy, Dazed and Confused, Good Will Hunting, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction.
man. Pulp Fiction
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So put on Pulp Fiction. You also got Reservoir Dogs, dude. So I put
Is it?
I put Reservoir Dogs in there too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs. No, go ahead, bro. What's up, brother?
Good old Quentin
So,
Tarantino.
like-
You know, the '90s with Quentin Tarantino. There's
Yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of things to say about that guy these days. But
Yeah.
so one of the movies that was just outside of 2000 or the '90s was Kill Bill. I think it premiered in 2003. But dear
Mhm.
God in heaven, that was one of those movies that just blew me away. However, it's not the '90s. Don't have
Yeah,
to talk
yeah.
about it here.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll get back into
You're
it
good.
now. Everybody's back recording. I think I was talking about how kind of the '90s, both music and movies, and just a lot, kind of had that heroin type of depressing feel to a lot of the movies and stuff. And that was a lot of my jam was music, stuff
Even
like that.
Singles.
Yeah.
Remember the movie Singles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That had a lot
Reality
of grunge
Bites.
music and stuff in it.
Do
Yeah.
y'all remember the movie Suburbia
Yeah, I talked
Yes.
about it earlier.
with
Yep.
Giovanni Ribisi?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah, another one of my indie jams, man.
There's-
Love that movie.
There's one part in it where the wild and crazy dude runs up and just jumps and hits his head on a stop sign for no reason, just for fun. And I died. It was what's the guy? Oh crap! Who's the other actor that's in it? That's just the goofy, crazy guy that steals the lawn gnome. Remember that crap?
Yeah, I could see him, but yeah, I don't know the name.
No, it's such a great movie, man. I cracked up the entire time. I love that movie.
So what about the
About
movie?
kids.
Oh my God, Eric, what did you say?
Yeah, I heard it.
Kids.
What's that?
Yeah. He went there.
What?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Wow, you're
Talk
okay.
about a crazy movie.
I mean, wow, Gummo. I mean,
Gummo,
are we
Good
going there
Lord.
too?
Yeah, I guess so.
Absolutely, why not?
I guess we're going there. But yeah,
The weird
kids,
one's top.
we went
depressing
way
movie, dude.
sideways there.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about depressing stuff, and
I love
Kids
it.
was it. Oh,
Kids
my
was it.
goodness gracious.
The
Yeah,
way that
for
one
sure.
ended right there.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I don't think we should go there. To be honest with you, so.
You know, honestly,
I hear you.
It's-
We're trying to keep it a little bit lighter.
yeah, that was actually good though. So I mean, honestly, what if kids actually watch that nowadays? What do you think that would say?
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you think they would think? Like, oh, I don't know. I mean, that's something.
That's a Friday night. Every night.
Oh,
You know, that's
God.
a Saturday.
Yeah, no.
I hope not, man. I hope
Not even a
God.
Friday. That's a Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Goodness gracious.
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
so lighten it up a bit, though.
Lighten it.
We haven't talked about Friday.
Oh yeah, man, that's classic,
look.
classic right there.
Look.
You ain't got no job. How
I
do you get
know you
fired
don't
on your
smoke
day
weed.
off?
Look, I know this. But you ain't got no job. Oh man, it's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do. Man, see that right there. That's
We gonna get you high.
You got fired on your day off?
you can do that.
Find on the day off.
How you do that?
You want them pig feet? Every time I come in here, you
I want some hog balls. Eating the pig's feet.
Eating
Eating the hog balls. Eating all my food.
Too much hot sauce on my burrito.
R.I.P. that guy. Didn't
Huh?
he die this year?
Oh, bless John. John
yeah,
Witherspoon.
The dad. I don't know his name.
Yeah, I think
last
you're
year,
right,
I think, or was it this year or last year? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
These
all
are the
right,
recent
for sure,
couple
though.
do you want to hear a horrible joke? Did y'all hear about that actress that died?
years. R.I.P.
Reese. She took her life. Reese.
I know this one. Do you want
Reese,
me to
what's her
ruin
name?
it for you?
Tisk,
Yeah, go ahead,
tisk,
what's it?
tisk.
Come on, man.
I know it. Yeah, we're
There's
not
somebody-
no bait here.
But there's no with a
bait
knife. Sorry, so bad
here. Witherspoon?
with a knife.
Nah. But a boom. Ching.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? No, wait, drum rope. There we go. Here we go. There it is. See,
There you go.
I'm late to the part. You know,
You
ask
gotta
you
get
guys.
those ready, man.
Yeah, right. I should be. I'm all over this. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
The
You're our
one
guy.
line from the one line that sticks out from Friday. I know we're trying not to use the F-bomb
Go
in the
ahead.
show,
No, it's
but
all good.
you just got knocked the fuck out.
Yes.
Debo.
Oh my God, Debo. Tiny.
There was a band in Houston not too long ago. I mean, those chicken coop. Yeah. And when Jason and I were working at a place called Vacations to Go, there was a band in
I
Houston.
think I've heard of
It
them.
was a funk band. It was called Debo.
Sure you have.
Wow.
Or Pigeon Coop. Debo's Pigeon Coop.
Oh, yeah. It had to be pigeon. Ooh.
That's where Smokey got locked up.
Yeah.
Hadn't been right since.
Oh my God. Four white dudes talking about Friday.
Yeah.
How's this going to
I
go
could
over,
watch
man?
that movie all,
I mean,
yeah,
I
for
really
sure.
could. We
In
really,
this day and age, woo.
I mean, yeah. But who cares, man? It's good stuff. It's good films, right? Whoa, hold up.
And we got
I'm old.
we
Films?
got the whole
There you
the
said-
whole saying
you said
"Bye,
it.
Felicia" from Friday.
Oh, we still do
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Bye,
Yeah.
Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
So there's a film that came out in 1999, and I think it maybe cost about $30,000 to make,
Blair
and
Witch
it went
Project?
crazy insane. Do y'all remember what that film is?
No.
The Room?
What'd you say, Eric?
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Do y'all
yeah,
remember
that's
that one?
Yep.
Oh, that little
I
crap.
remember
Yeah.
going to see that. I
Yeah.
was in college when that came out, and we went, and that movie was insane. It
Man,
was
that's crazy.
Do
I
you-
can't believe that's from
yeah,
the
it
90s.
came out 1999.
Wow.
Do y'all remember like the hubbub about that? That everybody thought that it was real, like that it was
Yeah.
like.
Right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was sold on that when I went to the movies to see
Exactly.
I was too. Yeah.
No.
it. I was scared shitless the whole time.
Look,
The
walking,
kids on the tent
walking
at the very end.
just walking out of that theater. I think everybody was so quiet. I don't think anybody said anything. I just remember hearing was like murmur, like
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
God, oh my God. I don't think anybody was talking to each other, or making sentences. They were just like, yeah. Hey man,
What an amazing flick, though. You know, I mean, to
didn't it
be
win
honest,
some awards?
Yeah, it had to have. I'm not sure, but it had to have.
But like it was the first of the found footage movies, you know, like
Yeah.
or
Right.
the first of the popular found footage
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
and it like changed movie making forever. Like they didn't even know what they were doing from day to day. Like the director would come out and put notes. Okay, here's what I want to have happen. Y'all improvise the whole thing.
Right.
You know, it was pretty genius in the way that it was made,
Yep.
or at least one of a kind. You know.
Yep.
Absolutely. Such a cool movie or flick.
Thank you. I'm not the only old one, man. Thank you.
Or film.
Thank you. That's even. You know what I said to Jessica before we started? This was funny. I go, "Hey, babe, do you want me to put on your pictures?" Did I really say that, man?
I think that's before the 90s, though, dude.
It was. Oh, shut up, man.
Watch my stories.
I gotta watch my stories. Oh my gosh.
Kind of go back to Chris's point about the music in films. I kind of put a little note here. Is one thing I really enjoyed about the 90s films or flicks or movies, whatever you want to call it, is the soundtracks from these movies.
Oh yeah, sure.
I remember buying the CDs like from Braveheart and Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction,
Empire Records,
Dazed and Confused, Empire Records, absolutely.
Empire Records.
Yeah. I mean the Forrest Gump soundtrack by itself.
Oh yeah.
The Crow soundtrack.
The what?
The Crow
soundtrack.
We talked about grunge last week. There you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, the whole thing was just grunge.
Well, I mean, it's 9 Inch Nails. They had Candlebox, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yep.
You know, that was a great soundtrack.
You mentioned like the soundtracks of movies and the music that are in the movies. Now I'm going to mention one. I don't know if any of you guys remember this or even like seen it, but the movie Angus.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Y'all remember?
I'm not sure about that one.
No?
It sounds familiar. What was that one?
In the beginning of the movie, I'm going to pull it up, guys. I'm going to see if I can share my screen. If y'all would just bear with me. There's a song called Love, or Am I Wrong by Love Spit Love. And it is it's one of the songs that like, I don't even know how to do this screen share. Oh yeah, I do. But
that movie looks so familiar to me. I just can't remember it.
It's the big guy who's like, made fun of in school and nobody, you know, pays attention to him. And, there's a joke running and the head football player gets the prom queen to ask him to the prom and they make him prom king and make fun of him, blah, 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 that sort of thing. But there's a song, beautiful song in the beginning of it. That's just, and it's a one-hit wonder. And that's always captured my attention, that one song. Because you mentioned those songs, those little kind of sad songs.
Yeah.
Like Chris, you were saying, like it just had the the band and the drum line in the background. It's just amazing. I won't bore y'all with the song. It's kind of a slow one, but
Yeah, it's all good.
Play a little clip.
Let me see if I can pull it up and play a little thing. I'll play the beginning of the. Okay, here we go. I will share. Excuse me, guys. Pause this. Okay, did y'all hear that?
No.
Yeah,
you did. Okay, hold up. No, share screen. All right, here's that, and then we're gonna go this. I guess share. Can y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Let's go here, and I'll try and play a little bit of it. Sorry.
You good?
Can y'all hear that?
No,
not hearing anything right now.
Y'all can't?
You're on the wrong screen, I think.
Ah, crap. Oh well. Sorry, guys. So, anyways, I'll let y'all listen to that at some other time. But yeah,
talking about Angus though. I mean, look at this. It's got the Smoking Popes. It's got Green Day. It's got Ash. It's got Goo Goo Dolls, Weezer, the Muffs.
I'm telling you, it's like the '90s movie. Yeah, the Muffs.
Yeah.
Muffs, man.
All right, so we're gonna do this.
In a while.
Which one? The Muffs.
Muffs. Yeah. Sheesh, I'm gonna have to.
We're gonna have to watch this movie and then do a deep dive into it.
Oh yeah, man. This is a good one. This is a good one. I really wish
I used to love the Muffs, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to John Drake.
Shout out to John Drake and L7.
Fast forwarded this.
Excuse me. But yeah, that's such a good movie. Turns out that I'll spoil it. He gets the girl. Sort of at the end, he gets to walk her home.
Forgot about Angus, man.
Good.
That's a good one.
Good movie. I will.
What about Natural Born Killers?
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
man.
yes,
I
yeah.
actually just saw Woody Harrelson yesterday on a movie. That is.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You know,
someone.
I can't remember. I can't remember if I've seen Natural Born Killers. Sorry, that's
And
like
Juliette Lewis. That was another one of my '90s crushes. Juliette Lewis.
The other
Woody
sister.
Harrelson and Juliette Lewis.
Oh, her, yeah.
Huh?
Is that where your crush on her was from? The other sister. You don't
I
remember
don't know
that
what
movie?
you're talking about.
You don't remember that
I'm
movie?
sorry, was that where she was a special?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was her and Giovanni Ribisi.
Or BC? Yeah.
No,
That's the
I
same
don't
thing.
know that movie.
Nah.
Is Gilbert Grape? Was that one in '90s? I'm sure.
It might have been.
I'm
Who's
sure-
who's
That,
eating
I mean,
Gilbert
that,
Grape?
I was gonna bring that up, but I couldn't remember what.
Leonardo.
Yeah. And Johnny Depp.
That's a good one though. Yeah,
Man, that was a good.
that's a good one too.
Oh,
I'm sure it was.
a good depth scene, guys. Y'all remember Johnny and June, the hat scene in the park?
93. It came out in 93.
No.
Gilbert
No.
Grape.
Oh my God, it is such a great movie.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen Johnny and June with Johnny Depp? Oh, I'm saying it's the wrong
I'm
title.
sure
of
I
the movie.
have.
Something in June, but there's a hat scene where he dances with a hat and it's like the hat moves on its own.
Is it Benny and June?
Benny and June, man,
Benny and
you're
June.
amazing.
That
Thank
sounds
you, dude.
right.
Thank you. I'm a dingus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one though.
It's insane. No. So I'm all over the place, ADHD squirrel. So like you guys, if y'all see me like going off on a tangent, be like, hey, back here, wait a minute, focus.
Yeah. No, I think I've seen that
Focus.
movie. I'm pretty sure I've seen pretty much everything Johnny Depp has been in. That was a good
Yeah.
one. I do remember that scene you're talking about.
Yeah, with the hat, like
Yeah.
the hat was alive. Yeah.
All right. So greatest actor of the '90s.
Oh, come on.
Oh Lord! Now you're going to make me think. Now I'm going to
Do
have to
that.
remember.
I mean,
Yet
that's
again,
like that's.
I think
just
you're
did it.
gonna have to narrow it down. We're gonna have to pick one
Genre, that one,
comedian,
man.
one. Yeah, it's gonna have to
Yeah.
be per genre. I
mean,
can't pick just one guy.
You got method acting. You got
Yeah.
you got the. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. Pick one.
I
That's all I'm
could go. I
saying.
could go with Jim Carrey. I'm he's.
All right, Jim Carrey.
I feel him. He's all over the place like me. He's funny. He makes weird noises just for fun to hear himself, and he just doesn't.
I think that. Yeah,
I love it. I love
he's
him.
good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna go here. Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Great man.
I mean, he was even better after the '90s, but goodness gracious, The Matrix,
Mm.
and then of course, what were those movies called? Oh, they slipped my head.
Bill and
They
Ted.
go back. Bill and Ted.
Bill
Yes,
and
Bill and
Ted.
Ted, of course.
Yep.
Excellent
So-
adventure.
Oh man.
Yep.
I would have to nominate Sir Anthony Hopkins. Off
There
the
you
top
go.
of my
Definitely a good one.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, Keanu Reeves does not win if this is a contest.
No,
However.
no.
head.
You remember
Anthony
Keanu
Hopkins.
was
one
That's
of my
just off the
favorites.
top of my head.
Keanu was on a one of those like award shows, and in the teleprompter, he's supposed to say "whoa" like that, from Bill and Ted's, right? So he's looking at the teleprompter and he realizes they want him to say this, and so he's like, "I'm not saying that." And it's the way he said it. The way he said it, it was so much like him. I'm not saying, but it sounded so much
It
like
was totally Bill.
yeah.
What a cool dude, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And totally off '90s topics. Fucking John Wick is the best ever.
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen the John Wick films?
I've talked to you about this, Eric. I still haven't.
Oh,
I still haven't
my
seen any
goodness.
John Wick.
Oh,
Jason,
I
I
know.
haven't
I
seen
know.
4 yet.
I'm right there with you,
So
Jason.
good.
I've not seen one.
All right, fair enough.
I haven't
my
seen a
God.
single one.
It's not that I don't want to. I just haven't.
I haven't seen the fourth one yet, but I mean, it's a shoot 'em up. They're shoot 'em up movies, but they're amazing. I love them.
They're amazing and they're like accurate. Like you can count the gunshots and they're not like just shooting 80 shots out of a pistol. You can actually count the rounds.
Yeah.
The scenes are all accurate
That's insane.
Yeah.
like that, you know.
I need.
So-
Yeah,
I know.
that's
I
cool.
need to see him. I've heard great things about him, and I love Keanu. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me too. Like one day, I'm just gonna watch all of them.
yeah.
And then I'll be like, thank you, Eric. I appreciate you.
John Wick 4 is almost 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't dedicate.
So talking about,
I can't dedicate.
Go ahead,
time.
Mark.
I can't dedicate that kind of time. You know, I'm lying. If it's a good movie, I can. I mean, if it grabs my attention and keeps me, and I don't know it's 3 hours long, yes, of course I can. Dedicate. But I mean,
first 20 minutes.
The girl, I fall asleep in the first 20 minutes. That's true. I mean,
I mean, that's why I really don't watch movies anymore.
Especially,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, if I go to a theater, I'm gone, man. 41 years old, I can't even watch a movie in a theater. They give those recliners now. Guys, squirrel. Hello.
Yep.
Moving on.
It's a problem. Not the squirrel thing, the recliner thing. It's a problem.
No, it is. I mean,
I like it because, back in the day, you had about 85 people in your one row. Now you got,
Well, there was a
5,
community,
10.
man.
Nah.
I said it was a community.
Yeah.
Hey, I dropped my popcorn. Pass yours down.
It's a community.
No, I totally dig the recliners too.
I do too.
You
I
can have
feel
your drinks. You got room for your popcorn and your hot dog or whatever you're eating, and you just sit back and relax. Yeah,
You
That's
have
a
your legs
privileged bunch.
extended
I'll
and
take
still have room for people to walk in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You said this is the privileged bunch, right? I go to the theater in Houston, right? I've the stages and your hobby center for the performing arts, all that stuff, and those seats are tiny, itty bitty, man.
Absolutely.
They're itty bitty. They pack them in those theaters, right? I'm thinking to myself, why don't they put these big recliners in? I mean, these people are paying hundreds of dollars a ticket. Put these big old recliners in them first 3 rows, man. You know how much those will sell. Just people pop back like that, watching the actors on stage.
If they did that,
Huh?
If they did that, it wouldn't be hundreds of dollars a ticket. It would be thousands of dollars a ticket.
You know what? Listen, back in the day, it would have been $100. Now it'll be $1,000. Right. You're right, Eric. God, man, bringing me back into the 2000s and.
I'll tell you what, though, the nostalgia of going to the movies in the 90s, I'd take those tiny seats over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Over what it is today. I used to love going to the movies. Loved it. Now it's like, okay, maybe I'll take the kids to the movies once a year.
And you'll spend, how much?
Yeah,
$1,000.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and you used to have the dollar movie back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Oh yeah.
And the little AMC theaters, yeah.
Yep. That was awesome.
There was
with the video games on the outside.
See, there we go, guys. Yeah, one of these episodes we're gonna have to jump into arcades and video games, man, because I mean, I know just talking to you guys a little bit over the past few days, you guys mentioned so many video games, and I'm all sitting over here like Michael Jackson Moonwalker on Sega Genesis, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on PlayStation 2 or 1, whatever, and we're gonna have to take a dive into some video games and arcades for real. But yeah,
next week on the C3 Experience,
your favorite video games now.
Yeah, there's one movie I'm surprised, and it just came to my head that I'm surprised nobody else has brought up yet, and that's
what's that?
Billy Madison. That's if I had to going back, I'd have to put a top 10 for each genre, and that's in my top 10 for comedies.
Is that the one where he's like, shampoo's better?
I go on first and clean the hair. Good, you better. I go on second and make the hair silky smooth. Really, one.
I was hoping I was getting them mixed.
You got to stop me when you start doing movie quotes. Ask her. I will go and go and go. Y'all got to stop me.
Looking at me, Swan.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
That's pretty spot on, dude.
Huh?
That was spot on.
His
Stop looking at me, Swan.
His dad's asking him, "How do you spell?" Or we rigged the spelling bee you were in, and because you spelled rock wrong, and he's like, "What? R-O-K?" And his dad's like, "No, R-O-C-K." Oh, the C is silent.
You're
the 90s Adam Sandler was the best Adam Sandler.
Oh, absolutely. All his albums too.
I remember the goat.
What?
The goat from his albums.
Oh my God! I cannot hear you. Come closer.
Stop beating me, sir.
Holy shit! He really whizzed that one. That album,
that last album, they went to a reggae concert with the goat.
Oh yeah. It's great that we're
inappropriate.
It's great. But very, very true and weird if you
very funny
if you haven't seen it. Yeah. It's funny that you guys are bringing up Adam Sandler. You know, one of our fans. Our fans. I say our followers, Mr. Jason. One of the Jasons. At his little comment said, "No wedding singer, no care." And
I saw that.
And
good on you too.
I think he may be right. It was a good movie. It was a great flick. I liked it a lot, but it definitely did not hit me with one of my favorite Sandler flicks. Like I give it a lot of credit. Great movie, not the best Sandler flick.
It's another one of those movies though that I could watch it anytime it's on.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. No, that's a really good one with Drew Barrymore. She's really cute in that one too.
Yeah, it's a solid movie, but I wouldn't put it up in my top.
I mean, I still quote it. Yeah. Can your DJ do this?
I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to piss off Jason, our follower Jason, but I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through.
No way.
It's okay.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's okay.
Sorry, Jason. Listener Jason.
Sorry, both Jasons.
Both Jasons.
It's worth the watch.
It's okay.
It's worth the watch. And I'll watch
really
if it comes on TV and there's nothing else going on. But I don't go and seek it.
I might actually do that.
I will tell you, he does have a valid point because it's got Billy Idol in it. I mean,
yeah.
And I'm sure if you guys have definitely seen the movie. Well, sorry, except everybody in the world except for Eric has seen the movie. It's okay, Eric. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
but y'all know at the end of the movie, on the airplane, the scene, everybody, knows that scene. I love it. That is one of my favorite scenes in any movie. It was so romantic. It was beautifully done. Yeah. I honestly got choked up. So, I mean, it has its great moments as a movie, Yeah. But definitely not one of my favorite Sandler flicks.
Yeah.
It might be top 3 for me.
Huh, there you go.
Yeah,
really?
There you go. Yeah.
Top 3 Sandler movies or top 3 90s movies?
Sandler.
Gotcha.
It might be in my top 10. I think I'd put it in my top 10 Sandler movies, but it'd probably be number 10.
Yeah, down there.
Wow.
I do like it. I mean, but, Sandler has, I don't know how many movies out now overall, like 40. I mean, all the Netflix ones he's done. I mean, he's got a ton.
Oh, yeah. Those newest ones.
Yeah, 1,523.
Mm-hmm.
Good number.
I just did the math.
Oh, okay. That's some.
My favorite Sandler movie. He's not even in.
Which one
Can
is
you
that?
guess it?
Hold on. I know it. Hold on. I know it.
3, 2.
Oh crap.
1.
What?
Grandma's Boy.
Oh yes.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a Happy Madison, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That absolutely was, and it had all his people in it too.
It sure did. I
Like
totally.
all the people that's on in all of his movies.
That's probably one of my.
That's a good one too.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that one in a long time. I'm gonna have to find that and watch it.
Adios, dirt nuggets. I mean, we all know a person like that, though, right?
I'm gonna mix the bling. I'm gonna mix the double monster. I'm gonna mix, and we're gonna go to Looney Bin together.
We're gonna go to Looney Bin together. I love how he talks. Oh no, bro! You can't bring a monkey tomorrow. That's when the lion arrives.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Was it the 90s? That's a 2000s.
It was not the 90s. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Oh, it's fine.
Away with you.
That feels like that was in the 90s.
However, good flick for sure.
I will jump again with our actors and our SNL actors, our character actors and stuff. And I will jump it over to Chris. And Chris, you got something behind you on the screen that's making me really want some wings, like really bad.
Tommy likey. Tommy want wingy. Yeah, I mean, Chris Farley, definitely.
I mean, may that man rest in peace.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was throwing through.
Gone way before his time. He was too funny, man.
Absolutely.
He was too funny.
I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw these AI did this rendition of all these celebrities that have passed on, what they would look like today. They had one of Farley, and I mean, he just looked rough. I mean, he looked rough, like way big and just way double chin. But he looked like he aged like an old fat man, you know?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
But man, that was that movie right there. Just Tommy boy.
Richard, what were you doing? That's a pretty girl down there. I wonder if she dates one of the Yankees.
Richard, were you watching Spectrovision? Sinner.
With that funny comedian, what's his name? Buddy Wackett.
Richard, who's your favorite little rascal? Is it Alfalfa? Or is it Spanky? Sinner.
All right, let's get some shut-eye.
Let's get some shut-eye.
Oh, goodness
I
gracious.
can go on with
What
that.
kind of hotel is this?
Housekeeping, you want fresh pillow?
Leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
He was such a, Black Sheep. Oh, we haven't mentioned that one yet. You remember Black Sheep?
Oh, yeah.
Well, she was
Yeah,
pretty good. I liked it.
It was pretty good. Not near as good, but pretty good.
Are you okay? I'm just dandy. I've got a bowl of chocolate pudding in my underpants. I hate to tell you this, buddy, but we didn't have any chocolate pudding in there.
Yeah, that was pretty funny too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only person lucky enough to find white
Tommy
crud.
Boy did make my top 10.
Oh, man. I love how you mentioned Billy Madison earlier. Like, I was just sitting there thinking about remembering that movie and jumping back to Sandler again, guys. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm telling you guys, really.
Squirrel.
Yeah, you get it, man. Thank you. See, he remembers what to do, right? You got me. Keep me on track, man. The scene in Billy Madison was like, are they gonna have a birthday party for every Grady passes? And it's that horrible, terrible rock band that sounded like us back in the day, Chris. Billy's past third grade. Oh, what a glorious day.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, God.
Like real slow, crappy, old school
Horrible
metal.
And just
like 80s ballad music.
Yeah. He's all over the drums, just sounding absolutely out of tune and terrible. Like I used to sound at my drumming. Man. Horror flicks. Did y'all ever get into horror flicks?
So,
oh, sorry, Jason. What's up?
No, you're good. Yeah, absolutely. I don't now. I don't anymore. I can't stomach them.
Really?
I don't like to watch pain. Yeah, I don't like to watch pain on TV. But back in the day,
I get it.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I know Eric's still kind of a big horror guy. And maybe this was 2000s, but like Hostel. Was that the 2000s?
Shit just scared me, dude.
Yeah, that was like 2005, I think.
Those
okay.
real ones that are like that, because that stuff's real, man.
I know
that human trafficking crap freaks me out, man. Like especially with kids. Feel me?
Yeah, for sure. So maybe the 90s, I didn't really get into it. I don't know.
One honorable mention horror movie that didn't make my top 10 was Misery.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Absolutely. Yeah.
But I mean, it could have made my top 10. I mean, if we do a deep dive into like each genre, I mean, we're talking about comedies or dramas or horror movies, like Misery would make my top 10 horror movies for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I think that's something we probably should do is do a dive into each genre. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I feel like 90s movies from the 90s they make a lot of good movies now, and they make technology with CGI and all that makes movies really entertaining now. But I feel like the stories, for the most part, were better back then. Nowadays, it's just.
Yeah.
It's they're remaking movies, or the storyline is the same as something else, but just in a different setting. I feel like the movies back then
and there's no true cinematography like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, back then they didn't have the CGI that we do now. They really had to do some really cool tricks and stuff with the cameras and, you know, the angles and stuff like that.
And the editing. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I think we lost that towards the end of the 90s.
Yeah. I think the 90s was the last two, like, in my humble opinion, it was the last period of like true originality in Hollywood.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The originality. Yeah,
I'll go as far as to even mention some current events, the writers' strike and the Actors Guild strike. I mean, back in the day, the actors and actresses and writers and everything got paid for their time, their hard work. The editors, they all got paid for their work. Now, what they're fighting for is their livelihoods, man. I mean, I'm not trying to preach to anybody, but like seriously, like with all the AI now, they could just use that actor for one day, get his likeness, not let him, you know, get paid or work or anything, and just use it. Same with
for sure.
Same with like writing new scripts, movies and stuff. You know, just put it into AI and they'll script it out for you. But back in the day, like people sat there and wrote it. You know, I have a good buddy of mine, Marcus, who writes horror novels, and they're really good. I mean, he has this one about you know, called The Good Friend, that he made into a movie that's actually really good. He's a writer, you know. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like they don't have that anymore, like they did back in the 90s. Like good, solid storylines, like you were saying, Jason. Man, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
On the ramp, Brant.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. No, you're 100% correct. I don't know. It's just something about, the 90s and even the early 2000s, you know, just with the originality. And there's going to be the detractors that tell us, of course, that, you know, the 80s, the 70s, and the 60s probably had some of the best films ever. Yeah. And fair enough. But I'm just talking about the 90s as the end of it, you know, the end of the originality.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you know, I think the first Matrix came out in '99, I believe, and that was like the revolutionary kind of movie where it's really gotten into that pretty cool CGI. And I remember, you know, watching it back then for the first time. It's like, oh my God, this is like the coolest thing ever. It looks so real. And that's when that CGI started taking. I remember watching it recently when I was gonna get prepared for the fourth installment of it, and I'm like, well, nowadays it looks fake, but
at the time,
it looked real, and that was like the beginning of this new, like, crap ton of CGI in these movies.
Let me tell you something real quick about The Matrix. It's a documentary.
Absolutely.
Hey, I laugh only because I laugh at uncomfortable situations, and that was an uncomfortable. It's the truth. Go. Hey, man, I'll even go as far as to say so is Idiocracy. Have y'all seen that one?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it.
That's turning into a doc.
Absolutely.
V for Vendetta.
Oh, for sure.
V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta too.
Terry Crews for president. Come on.
No, it was Mountain Dew Camacho Owens. Something like that. But yeah, absolutely. I would vote for him. Yeah. I'd vote for Not Sure any day. Man.
I like it.
Yeah. Document.
Go away, I'm baiting.
Go away, baiting. They eat. Like, this wasn't 90s. They eat out of a jug of lard. I mean, I hope not to be that way in 2095 or 2045. Oh. No, that film was supposed to be taking place in 2025. Or no, that's when the Great Garbage Avalanche with 2025 was. Right. So we're due.
Mike Judge is a national treasure.
We're due for our garbage avalanche pretty soon. A couple of years.
The Office Space yet?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Mike Judge movies, we haven't really talked about.
Yep, hold on.
What would you say?
I want to show you something. Talking about
you do here. Oh, here we go. We got some screens.
Go ahead, Jason.
Oh yeah, come on.
Okay.
Y'all got to remember this.
Oh,
I can't hear anything.
Excuse the language.
That's right. And we don't have any rights to this music. That's like us. We can talk over it. So that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Reaction video. I've wanted to do that to a printer before for sure.
It feels good to be a gangster.
This guy goes ape on it. Go, Michael Bolton, go! He throws the Batman. I've done this right here before. Boom! Boom! Bloody knuckles coming back all the time.
You know, in our last episode, nobody did mention Michael Bolton as a 90s musician.
We sure didn't, did we? We didn't.
It's not my fault I'm named after that no-talent ass clown.
You can just call me Mike.
I'm going to need you to get those TPS reports in by the end of the day, okay?
Yeah, right.
He's a guy like from South Park. That'd be great.
It's like, it's my stapler.
I hear you've been missing a lot of work there. I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
Are you caressing your tape dispenser saying, I believe you have my stapler?
That's that guy. What's his name?
His actual name.
My stapler.
Well, his name is Milton. Yeah, it's Stephen. Stephen something.
Milton.
He was in news radio.
Burn the building down.
I'm gonna set the building on fire.
He was in
Stephen Root.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Man.
That was good stuff.
Good dive, guys. Good dive. How y'all feeling today?
Good dive.
Doing good.
Man, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Welcome back from Egypt, man. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's good to be here for sure. It's good to be here and be able to talk to you guys in real time.
Yeah. What? No, I'm just kidding, man.
For sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Wait, what?
I've dubbed them. I've dubbed them all. The Cummins brothers now have different nicknames to me. You know, I'm sorry, Jason. I'm dubbing you Egypt.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
It's a term of endearment, brother.
I like it.
So at the C3 experience, we're just four guys. We're farting around. We're having a good time. We're doing some comedy, some light stuff, but we're also going to do some touching on some men's mental health. You know, because we're dudes. This is a couple of guys talking right now, and we're reaching out to all the guys. And I wanted to keep that definitely going. So if any of you guys have anything to talk about, anything that's going on, I know this week has been pretty hardcore. I mean, it's been really ragging on my brain. I got a lot going on, and just sometimes feel like I just want to step off the roller coaster for just a little bit. You know what I mean? But we can't do that. You know? What about you guys? How are we going? How's our brains this week, fellas?
Tired.
Yeah.
Tired. It's been a good week overall. It's just good. A lot of work, a lot of stuff going on, but tired.
Yeah.
Tired. Definitely tired. That's a good word.
You mentioned
that's the way
you mentioned some positive stuff, man. This isn't all just negative stuff with mental health. We get positivity, so we can congratulate each other. You mentioned something I think before we went live about you getting a promotion or something, right?
Yeah, I got a promotion. Finally happened today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah. Absolutely. I appreciate that. It's been a good day because of that, for sure.
That's awesome.
I just want to say that
lifter.
All four of us.
There you go. Yeah, for sure.
I know I've had a hell of a week. Go ahead, Eric.
Want to reiterate that we and not being afraid to talk, want to see a little bit of normalization of
absolutely
men asking each other for help about their problems with other men or whoever you need to. Like Mark said last week, it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to not be okay for very long.
That's exactly right.
You need to reach out. You need to reach out to somebody. And so we just want to encourage, hey guys, if you're out there and you're going through anything, reach out to somebody.
Yep.
Reach out to somebody. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
It's your mom, your brother, a family friend, anybody that you think can listen to you and hear you 100% without judgment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. I mean, the hotline 988 is always there too. That's always a good one if you want to talk to somebody that doesn't know you, that doesn't know what's going on in your life, and you can just unload on them and really kind of just throw up, verbally vomit all your issues on this person that, it won't ever get back to anybody, like you can go to them without judging. So, I mean, guys, if you feel like that, or if you feel like that, please just, if something's going on that's got you to where you can't get out of it and you can't feel like you can talk to somebody, you have to call someone. Get with one of us. Get with a family friend, 988, somebody, Eric, how are you doing,
Absolutely.
brother? I wanted to ask you. You doing okay there?
Yeah, things are going okay. I mean, there's a lot going on with work, a lot going on with
of
family.
Course, man. Of course, no worries.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's watching. I won't go into a lot of details. But yeah, there's a lot going on. So we just internalize it until we can't anymore, and then we feel ostracized, and we wonder why.
Yep.
We do what we do, and as men, a lot of times,
or we lose our shit and go crazy.
Yeah. So
I
don't want to see anybody implode. I don't want to see any of us implode, and any of our listeners implode. I mean, it's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah. And again, like, we all are here. I mean, I was even mentioning this to you guys like last week or at some point in time. If any of you guys listeners want to reach out to, reach out to one of us privately, or through we're all linked to the Facebook and to all the accounts, so we can all see the messages. So just shoot us a message on one of our accounts. If you want to talk to one of us, want to talk to all of us. If you don't want to talk to the world or whatever, if you just want to sit and have someone to listen, any one of us would be happy to, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, with zero judgments, because we're all there. I mean, we're all living this same life. We all bleed the same blood. We breathe the same air. I mean, why don't we help each other out? I mean, if you guys want,
sure.
And if y'all want to jump on sometime at the end of the show and share something that's going on, maybe we can all put our foreheads together and help you get through it. And, we can network, if you got issues with jobs, family, I'm a religious man. These fellas, I think, are pretty too. And we'll sit there and pray with you, or just hold you and, listen. Yep. I'm getting the nods from the guys. Yeah, they're definitely yeah, for sure.
We're in it. We're in it to win it, for sure. We're on all socials, pretty much every single one. The C3 Experience.
At the C3 Experience.
Just look us up there. Yep, at the 3. Yeah. Anyway,
speaking Egyptian again, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just reach out. We're here for you.
Yeah, and don't take, I think sometimes the term mental health can get misconstrued to only meaning depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever. It could be just, man, you're having a really stressful week. You got a lot going on. You're just stressed out. Stress is mental health, man.
Absolutely.
I've been several times in my profession where I've just had way too much stuff going on and been stressed. And I remember there was times I reached out to my brothers about it. I was like, dude, I need y'all to pray for me. It's been a hard week. I got too much stuff going on, and my brain is fried. So don't get that stigma that mental health is just the diseases or these terms that the psychiatrists and psychologists throw out.
Yeah,
it's just just being there. Just
that's a very good,
absolutely
very good point.
Yep.
Very good point.
And with that,
we cue the music. This has been the C3 Experience, guys. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you for joining.
Absolutely.